Hey, what's going on everybody? F1 here, and today we got another pro player endgame analysis video. This one's going to be featuring Mongraal. Now, Mongraal is probably my favorite player to watch. Just like his mechanics are just so fast and crisp. This guy lives in playgrounds or I guess creative, always doing 1v1s against everybody. He does the little like I think it's UMG when they do like the bets and then people like come in and 1v1 them. This guy's to me one of the most impressive players out there. I wish he could get into more tournaments. He's just a little too young right now, but I hope to see him in this like share the love event. I'm not sure if he'll be able to actually compete, even though he's gonna definitely qualify. I'm not sure if the age is gonna hold him back. But anyway, we're gonna feature a video from him. This is in the share the love event right now. He is in the champion division, and right now he's about 22 points in, so I guess around the 20-point lobby. I mean, he has 7 kills right here, and we're gonna do some analysis on his end game. But before we jump into that, feel free to use my supporter creator code. It's just my YouTube name, F1. And we're gonna start the game right here. We're at a top 25 spot. Circle's about to come in. It's about to get real compact here with 25 people. And he is sitting up there. He's scoping out everybody around him right now, trying to see exactly what his best move, his best rotation should be. Trying to get some information about who has what, who's looking where, and where he's gonna kind of fill in. Just trying to get some shots off. If he lands a shot and you get a kill, you're getting 50 bonus health. And now that's actually in a normal game, so it's not just these settings anymore, which is really nice. Mongraal's trying not to use a lot of mats. In the end game, you want to try to get your free rotations going. And a free rotation is just a rotation that you can go from one spot, make it into the circle, make it to where you want to be without using any mats or very little mats and not taking any damage. So if you can get both of those going at once, you have gotten yourself a free rotation. That's nice. You need to conserve all that you can, because end game it gets real close and you really have to build and it gets hectic, and too often your mats just get depleted and then you die because of that, whether it being from an enemy or the circle happens to go up a mountain that you just can't climb up because you don't have the mats. So Mongraal looks for that free rotation. Finally, guy decides to shoot and he goes to build up on him. Goes for a little more height. Now he's like peeking in at members that are still moving in from the storm. When people have the storm at their back, they're not really looking as much. You can get some shots. They're just trying to get away. He only has 2 minis. With only having 2 minis, you really don't want to take any damage. I mean, you never really want to, but like it's imperative that this guy takes as little damage as possible. Whoa! There you go. Really nice. Drops down, heavy snipe, breaks the wall, bumps him in the head, dead. Apparently I'm out here rhyming right now, so that's a bonus. Getting his mats, he's getting double heals now. These people, he went ahead and got the 50 pot. I always usually run that way too. I feel like having double heals at the very end is really nice. Next circle is, he has a pretty good rotation here if you look at what's going on there. You just see kind of, he's right here up on the edge. The circle's gonna come in. He can just walk in and kind of fill in right there, and should be pretty free. But right now, I guess he sees somebody or hears somebody around here. He's looking for a free shot. Just sitting on the edge of the circle, just rotating. See, that guy looks like he's looking at him, so he's being wary about that guy, but makes his move. Just using pre-built structures already there. By using these pre-built structures, he's still going for that free rotation, not building his mats. He sees this guy right here. He knows that edit. Oh, that is so clean. Jesus Christ, let's break that down right there. So he sees this guy's right there looking at him. What he's probably looking at, if he sits out here, this guy is going to take an edit play on him and shoot him. But since he knows he has the heavy sniper and he can get him by surprise, he immediately goes to break down the wall. Instead of shooting and giving that guy the chance to grab his wall again, he just does it so fast, builds the wall, edits it before he even like pretty much lands. The snipe, the wall, the build. Before he lands, he's get that, hits him, resets, goes for the shot again, but he builds instead. Now by sitting this way, what he does right there is he builds the ramp and he's holding it into the other way, so he can get a really quick ramp because he knows that wall is his. The other guy's looking through it because remember, Brick's like just building, but he has to go. He sees a ramp there too, so he's not thinking that he's really in edit trouble, like, or he's not something that he can't deal with. So he takes the time to try to actually go behind his staircase back here and try to edit that. But meanwhile, he already has this flipped over and he flips over really fast, edits down the wall, takes him out right there. He sees he has about 200 more steel in there. So this is interesting right here. I guess he's really opting to make the plays. I mean, he's had so much success with it right now. Holding that heavy sniper, not really to really snipe anybody, but to break down a wall so he can get a kill. He's already gotten 2 with that so far. So he's not even running the SMG. He's taking the AK, the pump, that, and then 2 heals. which I actually find kind of interesting in this loadout right there. So right here, you see him building all this steel. And then he goes back because he knows how much that there's a little big, there's a bunch of steel back there. And then he tops back off. So he built this for a nice little protection. Uses the steel, comes back, picks up the steel, and he's back to 500 cap. Doesn't have to go anywhere right now. It seems like most of the fighting's on the other side. There's still 17 players left. But most of the fighting's on the other side. So he's just matting up. He needs all this. Waiting. The guy doesn't know. Takes a shot. You don't want to tunnel vision too hard. Look, you see that he's starting to get third party. Once you start shooting, everyone starts looking your way, seeing if they can get a kill. So he didn't tunnel vision too hard on that guy. He didn't try to do the heavy sniper replace wall thing and keep going. He didn't get the shot off. The guy blocked it, and he just moves on. Getting some nice. He's safed up behind his wall. Trying to get some picks off, lower some people's shields. Now he's looking for that guy that was below him to walk, but it sounds like he took a launch pad. Now he's just moving in with the circle, conserving all the mats he can. He's protected by the wall on the left. He can see the people on the right that look like they're just pushing in. So he's just kind of using his least amount of mats as possible. Sorry about that, I had a little ad pop up, but here we go. He's just using his least amount of mats as possible, getting, like I said, those free rotations. That guy was there, he had to use his mats to block him. Still pressed on, not tunnel visioning, not trying to take every fight. Moving forward, using pre-existing builds so he can just kind of maneuver his way across. Being careful not to get edited on, trying to figure out where the enemies are at the same time. He sees somebody down there. There we go, got nice damage, he knows he's hurt, seeing if he can go back in. You're always monitoring where the storm's pushing from. Woo! Beautiful. That's like his, what, third, fourth heavy sniper wall replace. That's something that I'm actually going to be considering on taking and dropping an SMG for, because I love having my double heals. So right now he's trying to focus on where he's going to land here. He sees the people on the high ground. Does he want to hold ultimate high ground? If you look at it, this guy's right at the edge. He's going to have to, there's so much mats are going to have to build that way. If he lands on this guy, he could kill him, but then he has to kind of keep building and keep going. He's really high. Then again, you also notice where he's gliding. He's not gliding over the builds. He's gliding over the grass. And mainly this is because if he decides, okay, I want to pull the trigger and go mid ground, I'm gonna go high ground, then he can do so. But if people start shooting at him, you don't want it to. If you're over the builds, you're gonna deploy a lot earlier, where you can't, or where you can't like skydive any further. And then you're just gonna have to like try to dodge their shots, and you're just gonna eat a whole bunch of shots. But if you can, you want to go as low as you possibly can, and then you can sneak and just fly right into the builds. Kind of hovering over the lowest elevation, just trying to see where people are. Then he decides to pull the trigger. Looks like he goes for high ground. He's probably gonna, yeah, he's gonna have to drop down. That was really high, yeah. I would assume that he regrets that decision. There was a whole bunch of mats just spent right there. He didn't get the height. The guy was able to react before him. I mean, you can hear the dude landing behind you. The guy was able to react before him. He just used so many mats to get back down. But you know, you make these decisions, stuff happen. And now he's in the mid ground, and now he's just looking for people to take out. Anytime you see somebody, you know that so many people are hurt in this. Like, he's looking good. I mean, he's full health, he's good. But so many people are hurt, and they don't get time to heal, and they're just moping. So you just take it. Anytime you see somebody, you're just taking that shot. Guy's right below him, but he jumps over that just in case. Watching him. He's got to be mindful of the guy above him. Going in with the storm, trying to get this time to reload his sniper so he can do the wall replace. It's rifted up. And then just looking for that free rotation, just hoping nobody shoots at him. Staying high, keep moving, don't just kind of sit still. Make sure, yep, people are shooting, so he's just spamming his redeploy so he can be a little harder to hit. The guy below him placed a trap, so it's harder. Oh, it just got knocked. Well, he takes that time to go ultimate high, but someone's above him. Gonna probably drop down a little bit more now. Yep. Nice. Another rift. Beautiful. Takes the rift, goes up again, replaces it, gets his heals. Just conserving as much mats as possible to continue. The storm keeps going, saving his mats. Goes for high ground, but doesn't kind of land it. The guy does hit him. Now he's back at mid ground. There's somebody right below him. All right, somebody got killed. You also have to take in mind when whoever killed that person did get the health from that. You gotta get up there, so he just decides to take a little storm damage because so he can get back into the storm. He's looking up. Looks like they're kind of occupied. Gets a little more health. You don't need to save that cozy for nothing. He gets that off ahead of time because the storm's moving that way. Beautiful edit by him. Now right here, it's 1v1. He has another rift, so I guess he just opts to go for the fight here, or maybe, yeah, because I mean, look where that circle's going. This circle's dead over that mountain. He really doesn't have a lot of mats, and it's dead over that mountain right there. And there's a guy above him. Honestly, I say I would think you ditch the sniper, go for the rift, and wait a little bit, and then see if you can use it. But then again, if the guy is holding high ground, you are gonna get lasered, and probably not. Maybe that is not the play, and that's why he decides not to go for it. But there you go, nice replay. The guy goes for an all-in attack right here. He edits out and then just seals him below and retakes the high ground. Roofs him off completely. Looks for a shot here. Now he sees what's going on here. This circle continue going up this mountain. If he can get up this mountain and leave this guy in the storm, he's dead. Because the storm damage will do work. He blocks off even there so the guy can't build off to the side and come up. So he even builds a little further. He tries to go up the mountain, but if you look at his mats, he literally, that was his last thing. He's out of mats. But still the guy's getting torn up by the storm right now. He knows this guy's really hurt. He sees him, track him under him, and at that moment takes a shot right there. I think if he had more mats, he wouldn't have went for the kill right there. He didn't need it in terms of points. He would have just built up, let that guy die to the storm, or, you know what I mean, just make sure he didn't get up the mountain no matter what by lasering his builds or whatever he had to do. There you have it, Mongraal in the champion division, around 20 points, dropping a 13 bomb and getting a dub. Really smart play coming out of Mongraal. And if you have good game sense and good mechanics, you are going to do well. And that's it for this pro player endgame analysis. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next one.